Children and the Illnesses of Industrialization. Today the major causes of illness of children in the United States, Canada, Japan, Australia, and Western Europe are no longer infectious diseases. Despite the ever-present threats of tuberculosis, AIDS, and emerging infections, such as Ebola and Zika virus infection, the principal causes of disease, disability, and death among children in the industrially developed countries of the world today are non-communicable diseases such as asthma, obesity, learning disabilities, autism, attention deficit/hyperactivity disorder, and diabetes. Asthma prevalence among children in the developed world has nearly tripled, from 3.6% in 1980 to almost 10% today. Asthma has become the leading cause of pediatric hospitalization and school absenteeism. Birth defects are now the leading cause of infant death. Certain birth defects, such as hypospadias, malformation of genitals in boys, and gastrococcysis, abdominal wall defect where intestines protrude outside the body, are reported to have increased substantially worldwide. Autism spectrum disorder now affects almost 1 of every 68 children in the developed countries. Attention deficit/hyperactivity disorder, ADHD, is diagnosed in 14% of the children in the developed nations, 2/3 of whom also have a learning disability. For example, developmental disorders of the brain, including dyslexia, mental retardation, ADHD, and autism spectrum disorders, affect 400,000 to 600,000 of the 4 million babies born each year in the United States. Leukemia and brain cancer are on the increase. Between the 1970s and the 1990s, the rate of new cases of cancer in children increased by 40% worldwide. Although new treatments have lowered the death rate, cancer is now the second leading cause of death in children, surpassed only by injuries in the developed nations. Testicular cancer in young men, ages 15 to 30 years, a disease that probably has its origins during fetal life, has more than doubled in incidence and is occurring at younger ages. Type 2 diabetes, known formerly as adult-onset diabetes, was almost never previously seen in childhood. Now, as childhood obesity increases, type 2 diabetes is diagnosed among children with increasing frequency and at younger ages. Evidence is strong and growing that exposures in the environment are important causes of these health problems in children. To understand that evidence, it is crucial to recognize the changes in the chemical landscape across the globe that have coincided with the changes in disease incidence, which will be the subject of our subsequent discussions. Copyright Academy House www.academy.house